Yo guys, what's up? Welcome along to another live stream here on the Chill Out Fight channel. It is Monday afternoon, just gone 20 to 1 in the afternoon here in the UK, and we're going to do some Italian ops this afternoon from down here on the lovely island of Sardinia. I'm going to go up to Palermo. Got some nice scenery down here in Olbia, and then up to Palermo. We've got some nice scenery as well from flightsim.to. This is from ORBX. Over here you can see we're parked down there. We're going to fly the new Italian carrier ITA that replaced Alitalia the back end of last year. We're down there on the stand. The plane's completely cold and dark. We're going to crack on, jump on down. Looks a nice afternoon, albeit a bit windy down here in Olbia, and we're going to go for the quick hop across to Palermo, which is, how far are we away from there? Let's have a quick look. About 48 minutes flight time, not too far. And then we'll get on down there. We'll go and check out that scenery down there, and we'll do the return trip back to Olbia. So I will pop us down into the flight deck, and we'll go and check out this ITA liveried 320 Neo, which is there. There you go, as you can see. Looks rather nice in the sun. It's a bit different to the old Alitalia livery. Still got the yellow, green, obviously, and white, being the Italian carrier. But yeah, there we are. We're down here on the ground. ORBX scenery for Olbia. It's very nice approach when we come back in later on as well. And it should be rather nice approach into Palermo as well. So we'll pop into the flight deck, and we'll get ourselves cracking. As you can see, like I said, completely cold and dark. Nothing going on yet, so we'll get a few bits and bobs turned on, and we'll crack on with the setup. So if we jump up here, battery 1, battery 2, external power. We will arm the emergency lights, cruise supply on, ground control should be on, nav logo light, and we'll start the APU. We'll give that 3 seconds, and we'll start that. And actually what we probably should do, we should have done the Apu Fire Test. Let's just check that out. And we'll do engine 1 fire test. And engine number 2 as well. All tickety-boo. So there we are. Let's go and brighten up a few of these screens first. Actually, we need to go and line the IRSs as well, which we'll go and do just in a second. Then we'll go and check out our flight plan, see what we need to do, and get it all nicely set up. So we'll do that, and we'll do that as well. We'll brighten up the EFIS panel so we can see what we're doing. Let's just go and quickly align these ADAs out the way. 2 and 3 to nav, and then let's nip down, and we'll import this flight plan from SimBrief. There we are, from Olbia up to Palermo. What we got going on down here, 15 degrees, nice and warm. Certainly warmer than here in Newcastle at the minute. There, our wind is 31 knots, 270, and into Palermo 14 degrees. Winds still quite breezy, but not as much as down here. Let's go and check the flight plan. There we are, 48-minute flying time. Not too far. We've got 312 miles to fly. Cost index 22. And let's check the fuel. It reckons we want 6.6 tons of motion lotion. So let's go and pop that in. 6.6 tons. And with that, we can we'll open the doors, and we'll get some passengers and some food on as well for this short hop. So let's have a quick look outside. We should get a nice jet bridge. There it is. Perfect. And we will start the boarding via PACX. There we go. Right, let's go and we'll set the QNH 1014. Not that much different from before. And let's jump into the FMGC. We've got a valid airvac cycle, which is good. And let's go and jump in, and we'll get some info popped in. We'll do the init press and init data request. There we're ITA 2125. Yeah, 48 minutes flying time. And let's get a bit of payload on as well. How many passengers have we got today? We have 156. So we'll start them off. And let's go and do the init request. Alternate being Rome Fiumicino, cost index 22, flight level 350 for the cruise. And we said we're going to take 6.5 tons. Exactly what the flight plan said, but we'll put that in. And 0 fuel weight can go in as well. Just check what the alternate fuel is going to be. Alternate is 2.6, so we'll pop that in. To the alternate down to Rome. And the wind. What is the average wind? It is plus 34. Tailwind of 34 knots. And anything else we can put in there? Not much, I don't think. There are 3 nav greens on the IRS, which is good. And we can go and crack on with this flight plan. Let's go and have a gander. Where's it at? Here we are. For the route out this afternoon is going to be off runway 23 from Olbia. Runway 23, and we're going to do the ATNET 8 Quebec departure. That can go in. And then we can go to into arrivals at the minute. Yo, Deckfield, following on Trovo. Welcome along, buddy. Hope you're doing well. What we're going to do, we're going to go into the ILS. They should have an ILS in here, hopefully. Or maybe not. It will be, in that case then, first time using Trovo. Yeah, I've only started streaming to it recently. I only discovered it. When did I discover it? Maybe 2 weeks ago. I only started because I normally stream on Twitch and YouTube, but yeah, I thought I'd give Trovo a go as well, just to see how it pans out. So I was expecting ILS into Palermo, but clearly runway 25. It showed it's got an ILS, which is here, ILS 25. But what we'll do is we'll take the Zulu, the Localizer 25 arrival in instead. And if we grab a glide slope, then all the better. If not, then we'll just fly it in normally. So what we got? Localizer 25. We want what's it going to go via? Let's have a look down here. So Lavru will be the last waypoint there. Do we have Lavru in here as well? It's the 3 Lima that we want. So 3 Lima's there. Lavru's also there, which is also good. There we go. That'll do. Cool, right, so let's get the constraints on. And we'll go and have a quick check of this flight plan. We'll nip through here. Make sure this route looks something along the lines of what we want it to look like according to the flight plan. So out of 2-3 in Olbia, down then they make that turn to Echo Oscar 634 at 7,000 feet, which it has, and then down to ATNET. There's ATNET there, and we'll get rid of that discontinuity. There it goes, and there'll be 2 ATNETs, of course. Let's get rid of that. And that should tidy that up a little bit from Giano down to Iblet. And then the Charlie Juliet 426. And it's an RNAV star arrival into Palermo, which looks pretty much like it does on the charts if we drag them across. As you can see, there's that RNAV, the little S squiggle. And if we grab, like I said, if we can grab a localizer and the ILS into Palermo, it'll be better. If not, then we'll fly this in. It's got the speeds that we need to be, and it's also got the height that we need to be as well. So we can fly that track FPA, I guess, by pulling track FPA 3.0 degrees for descent, and that should get us down to where we want to be anyway, so good stuff. And departure out, there we go, at Nets is where we're heading to. And we're just going to look for the initial climb at Net 8 Quebec, plus 3,000, plus 5,000, flight level 70, flight level 90, and then 95. At or above, at or above, at or above. So let's put in flight level 100 initially for that departure out. Good stuff. There we are. Right then, let's jump down and do the performance as we wait for these passengers to finish boarding. Let's grab this performance calculator and we'll put this info in. So if I grab the charts, it's on my other screen a sec, and we can get this all sorted out. So then, runway 23 is 233 degrees, which is already in. Elevation is 19 feet, not very high from sea level. Runway length 2,445 meters. That's 3,000, that's a bit too long. 2,445. Wind was 270. At was 31. Temperature outside was 15 degrees. QNH was 101. What was it? 1014. Runway condition is dry, and we'll grab the rest of the info from the Init B page in the McDo. There it is. So takeoff weight is going to be 65 tons on the nose, and the CG is 24.4. And there we go. That's the performance that we're going to be doing. So we're actually going to do class config 1 plus F is what we want. There we go. We can do that. Gives us a flex of 58 degrees, 44, 45, 45, and 0.9 units up for the trim. Injection, how's it going, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Let's go and crack this in. Performance wise, let's have a look. So it's a flex 58 degrees. Flaps are going to be 1, which is up 0.9. Go in there. And then we have for V1 is going to be 144. Then 145 and 145. Boom, there we go. Excellent. You use Twitch normally, Derek. Oh, you're a truck simulator. Cool. Galley. I thought it was you. I couldn't quite remember if it was or not, but yeah, I had the slight inkling, Galley. It was you. That was injection 1000. So that's performance done. Let's have a double check. Flight plan is done. Performance is done. Init A, Init B is all done. And we do have the AOC menu with the init press and weight and balance done as well. So I think we are pretty much at least on the right track to go. We'll get some fuel pumps turned on. Everything else, we should have that on. That should probably be on as well. Seatbelt signs, no smoke, should be on. And we'll do the last bit and we'll check our pushback route as well. Right, there we are. So like I said, we're here. We're going to be going off runway 23, so it's a straight pushback, and then we'll go down to Lima, then Foxtrot, holding at Foxtrot down here. With Alpha, we don't need a full length. We'll just we'll go by the threshold just here. So it'll be Bravo, and that's what we're going to do. Nothing else to be worried about on the departure out. Again, nothing of any interest on the way into Palermo, though. It's a very nice approach. It's got some high terrain around the airport as well. If we have a look, 5,500, then 7,700 as well. So we'll brief that a bit further in the flight. But as far as I can see, we'll get this Mr. Tug, and he can come and push us back. And we'll just close these doors. And there we are. So yeah, ideally we're going to, excuse me, we're going to push back just here and then taxi all the way, well, not all the way, but to the short little trek down to runway 23. Just going to quickly grab this. So we have that ready, and we're ready for pushback and engine start. So I don't have a ITA Airways safety video, but seeing as they actually took over from Alitalia, we will get cracking with the Alitalia safety demonstration. So if you want to pay your full attention to that, I'd be rather grateful.
Signore e signori, vi invitiamo a seguire con attenzione questo video sulle procedure e le dotazioni di sicurezza di questo aereo. Ladies and gentlemen, we kindly ask you to pay attention to the following presentation concerning safety procedures and equipment of this aircraft. Il bagaglio a mano deve essere sistemato sotto la poltrona davanti a voi o negli alloggiamenti sopra di voi. Your hand baggage must be placed under the seat in front of you or in the overhead lockers. Allacciate la cintura di sicurezza e regolatela. Per slacciarla, sollevate l'apposita parte della fibbia. Vi suggeriamo di mantenere la cintura di sicurezza sempre allacciata quando siete seduti. Fasten your seatbelt and adjust it. To release it, lift the top of the buckle. We suggest to keep your seatbelt fastened while seated. Chiudete i tavolini e posizionate lo schienale della poltrona verticalmente prima del decollo e dell'atterraggio. Lock your tray tables and make sure that the seat back is in the upright position for takeoff and landing. In caso di depressurizzazione, le maschere per l'ossigeno si renderanno automaticamente disponibili. Prendete una maschera e attivatela tirandola verso di voi. Coprite naso e bocca, regolatela e respirate normalmente. Indossate prima la vostra maschera e poi aiutate chi necessita della vostra assistenza. La maschera per l'ossigeno funziona regolarmente anche se il sacchetto di plastica non si gonfia. In case of loss of cabin pressure, oxygen masks will automatically be available. Activate your mask by pulling it towards you. Cover nose and mouth and breathe normally. Fit your mask first and then help those who need your assistance. The oxygen mask works properly even if the plastic bag does not inflate. Tutte le uscite di emergenza di questo aereo sono indicate da appositi segnali. Individuate quelle più vicine a voi. Un sentiero illuminato faciliterà il raggiungimento delle uscite. All the emergency exits of this aircraft are shown by appropriate signs. Locate the ones nearest.
Right, I'll interrupt that safety video and we'll go in to do the
An illuminated escape pod
our final checks.
will help you to reach.
Engine number one's now going.
In caso di rapido abbandono dell'aereo, lasciate a bordo il bagaglio a mano, togliete le scarpe con i tacchi alti.
Let's wait for a good start on engine
Scendete
one.
tramite gli appositi scivoli e allontanatevi subito dall'aereo.
We can obviously start the clock. And get rid
In
of this.
case of a quick evacuation, leave your hand baggage on board. Remove your high-heeled shoes. Leave the aircraft through the evacuation slides and move quickly away from it. Il salvagente si trova nella tasca sotto la vostra poltrona.
There goes the external power. And we
In
get
caso
rid of
di
the APU.
necessità, indossatelo e gonfiatelo tramite
about now.
l'apposita maniglia rossa solo al momento di abbandonare l'aereo. Se
APU is off.
necessario,
APU bleeds
soffiate
off.
nel
We'll
tubo
just
di
turn
gomma.
the heat in the cockpit down just a little bit. Bit toasty up there.
Your
Come on,
life
that can go to
vest
taxi.
is located under your
And
seat.
everything else looks good.
If necessary, put your life vest on and inflate it.
We will
by
do a quick
pulling
flight
the
control
red
check before we
handle
leave.
Just before leaving the aircraft. You can
full
also
up,
manually inflate the vest by
full
blowing
down,
into the rubber tube.
neutral, full right,
Saranno distribuiti i salvagenti
full
per
left,
bambini. In caso
neutral,
di
and we'll
necessità,
do the rudder.
dovranno essere gonfiati prima di abbandonare l'aereo. Infant life vest will be
Full left.
distributed. In case of need, they must be inflated
Full right,
before leaving
and
the aircraft.
neutral. So that's all tickety-boo as well.
In caso di ammaraggio, gli
So we'll
scivoli
start
potranno
taxi out.
essere
We'll
usati
start
come
the
battelli.
flaps
In
travelling
case
to
of ditching,
1.
slides
There we
can
go.
be used as rafts.
We'll arm the spoilers.
Durante le fasi di rullaggio,
Auto brake
decollo
and go
e
to max.
atterraggio non è consentito l'uso di qualsiasi dispositivo elettronico. I telefoni cellulari devono
Which is
essere
right
tenuti
there.
spenti per
And
tutta la
that all
durata del
looks
volo.
good to me.
During taxi, takeoff and landing, the use of any electronic device is prohibited. Mobile phones must be switched off for the whole flight. Nella
Yeah, we're
tasca
gonna go and
della
squish
poltrona
that
davanti a voi
car in
troverete il
front. I'm
cartoncino
trying to get the
illustrativo
charts up
con le
just to
norme di
double check
sicurezza.
which way we're
Vi
going.
invitiamo a prenderne visione attentamente.
We are pointing in the right direction, which is good.
For further information, please read carefully the safety instruction card placed in the seat pocket in front of
And
you.
we'll get
Vi ricordiamo che non è consentito
ourselves out.
fumare a bordo dei nostri aerei, incluse le toilette, dove sono localizzati rilevatori di fumo.
parking brakes released, and away we go.
Il personale di bordo è perfettamente addestrato per fornirvi tutta l'assistenza in caso di necessità. Smoking is not permitted in any area of the aircraft, including the lavatories. All the lavatories are equipped with smoke detectors. Our crew is perfectly trained to assist you in any situation. Alitalia vi ringrazia per l'attenzione e si augura che il volo sia di vostro gradimento. Alitalia.
There we are. We'll get back in the full screen and get ourselves go and do some more interesting stuff than watching the safety brief. We'll go flying. So this should be Lima. We'll take this immediate left. Should take us on to Foxtrot. And then it's Foxtrot all the way down to the holding point for runway 23. And away we go. So what we'll do is auto brake. It will not stay on max for some reason. There it is. We'll ding the cabin. There we go. And we'll also go and do the takeoff config check, which is normal. Excellent. So this is Bravo. We're going to take this intersection for our takeoff. There's no need for us to go full length, I don't think. So we'll stop short of here and we'll get our lights on. And other bits and bobs like TCAS and predicted wind shear and other bits. Wind shear is on, weather radar is on, but it's in op, as this is the latest development version of the fly-by-wire A32NX. Change that squawk. 2125 will do, so we've got spoilers are armed. Wind shear is on, we got the weather radars on. TCAS is TARA, and we're just going to jump up and put these lights on. That can come to takeoff, that can go on as well. And the ECAM memos, takeoff no blue, so we should be good. No galley, no ATC. Italy seems to very rarely have ATC on. And if they do, they come on at like midnight or 1 AM, I've noticed. Have a quick look over there, nothing coming. There we are, so we've got V speeds are all set. 144, 145, climb nav, 1FD2, QNH1014, and we got 10,000, flight level 100 set for our initial climb. So we'll head 50% on the M1. There it is. Release toe brakes. 1, 2 clicks forward. Man flex. 58 SRS. Auto thrust is armed and blue. Clear for takeoff. Thank you, Galley. There's 100 knots. We do have a bit of wind. I can feel it already. We need that right rudder. Sorry, left rudder. There's V1 and rotate. Up we go. Still needing rudder. More rudder to keep us level. It's a positive climb. Gears going up. And away we go. Crosswind at the minute on that take. Oh, what's happened? There we go. 29 knots at the minute. 30 knots. And climbing. You can see which way we're heading. To our track across the ground where we want to head. That's our track over the ground to compensate from that wind. Now 41 knots. There's lever climb. Thrust climb, climb, nav, and 10,000 blue. Pretty cool. There's our S-speed. We will retract the flaps. Yeah, no, definitely we're up to 44, 43 knots now already. I think it's going to be quite breezy for the whole flight across. Looking at the flight plan, we have winds of. Let's have a look. We can nip down here a second when we're doing that. Flight plan. We have a quick look. The wind, if you look on there, the wind component was plus 34 to begin with. And then further on in the cruise, let's have a look. So we've got 43, 47, 44, 46 knots, then up to 72. And even landing into Palermo is going to be still 25 on the arrival as well. It's quite breezy. How do I get what, Galley? The EFB or the flight plan in the thingy bob in the EFB. We'll pull standard. There we go. $8,000 feet, 10,000 feet. We'll get rid of the light and seatbelt if it's not too lumpy and bumpy on the way out. Which at the moment it seems to be half decent at the minute. It landed at KMCO. It had 6 knot crosswind. However, the assuming acting like it's got 50 knot. It does some. Yeah. I do find, I mean, not all the time. I mean, that was actually acting like it was a decent crosswind, but I do know what you mean. It does sometimes. It's like with the turbulence. It does. It puts itself or over exaggerates that as well, doesn't it? It's there's 10,000 feet. Let's go and get the lights off. Seatbelt sign come off as well. So apparently, from what I've read, it's going to put the hold in at Lavru on the way in, I think. It's got hold there, and there's a hold at Lavru. Oven. There's a hold and a hold at Lavru. And it should be able to clear that hold out, which you don't want to do. Hold, erase. That should get rid of that. Yes, it has. Perfect. Right, let's get our climb out a bit further. 3, what was our cruise level? Let's start at that for a second. What we climbing to? 3.6, perfect. Let's stick a bit of music on. Yeah, that's going to speed us up now, and then we'll start the climb. And I'll show you the full route, and now we're getting out of here. That's the arrival. There, I can see what we've just done out of Olbia. We made that left-hand turn straight over the sea, and we'll make a right turn down to towards Palermo. Not going much to see after we leave this land, but when we get here, there is obviously high terrain on this arrival in, which should be nice. We're still going to plan runway 25. It has got an ILS. We have got 25 in the box ready for our arrival as well, but it just couldn't find an ILS. So there's a localizer approach without the glide slope, but I've got a feeling we will be able to find the glide slope. It's got a ILS frequency there, so should be all good. So there's that. We need to be above flight level 90, then above 95 at net. We're well above that now. And because it's not that long of a flight, let's go and do some interesting stuff in the McDo to make our life a bit easier. Once we arrive, I'll get close to the approach into Palermo. Let's have a look. So we're coming by Giano. That's where we're coming from. Giano 3 Lima down to Iblet. From Iblet we're going down to Absid, and that's not above 8,000. That's below 23. So let's have a look. 23. It's 5, then 4, then 4, then 3.5 at Lavru. So let's plan to be at flight level 80 by Absid. Just going to double check that is the right way in. So Absid should be, there it is. It reckons we're going to be, if we did a managed descent, it'd be 6,500. I reckon 8,000. 8,000, yeah, let's be at flight level 80 at Absid. Then we can work the rest out from there. Flight time is not that long actually. It's about 48 minutes total, galley. Then we're going to do the return trip as well. We'll put Absid in. Absid at flight level 80 from 36. Down to 8,000. So that's 88 miles roughly that we need for topper drop. And if we spin that out a second, there it is, about 150 miles away from where we are now. We will go and put in the extended center line as well, which is Lima, India, Charlie, Juliet, I believe. There it is. Runway 25. And I'm going to guess with 066 for the Reciprocal runway. Let's have a quick look. Let's get the chart. Taxi Sid. Airport information, there it is. Yeah, 065, that'll do the trick. 065 for that radial out. And there we've got an extended centre line as well. Yeah, literally just a rule of 3. Galley, that's literally, that's all that's doing as well. 3 degrees. But it was a Monday, my brain didn't want to work out any maths. So I thought we'd use that. Very nice afternoon down in southern Italy. Exactly, lovely Mondays. Yeah, my brain just could not be arsed this morning. Or this afternoon even. See, the sea looks rather rough, that wind that we were getting. Let's have a quick look. We should have a headwind or crosswind of 45 knots still, yeah. Then it turned into a tailwind for some of it as well on the way back. It's much nicer than Alitalia with the just white in the white fuselage and a bit of colour, green colour for the right, wasn't it, for Alitalia? I mean, that's it's not bad, is it really? It's quite nice. Even with the blue on the winglets as well. They are 246 for 360. So we are now out over the sea. This is where we'll be. We'll be more exciting stuff coming in about 140 miles time. We'll start that descent into Palermo. But apparently, what we should be able to do now with this experimental version is actually add holds into this. So if we just try and insert one here, just out of curiosity to see if it works. I did see that it was supposed to be working, so if I insert that, it should have inserted a hold, which I think it has. If I zoom out, put that on plan. There you go. It's put the hold in. Right hand turns. Flight level 360 and speed 221 knots. Just there. That's pretty good. So that hold, we can erase that. And it should disappear. In theory, it should disappear. Hold. Let's get rid of that, thank you. Revert to computer. Let's erase that. And return. This would be good if we can't get rid of it now. Let's see if I can erase that. Erase. Ah! Can't get rid of it. But what we want to do, we don't want to fly that hold, do we? Hold. Erase. Nope. Oh well. We may end up in that hold shortly that I just put in that I now can't get rid of. Nothing else I can do about that, I don't think. If I do that, I may have cocked this up a little bit. Hold. You'd have thought if you press erase, if it can put one in, it should be able to take one out, shouldn't it? Well, see when we get there. However, it'll be quite interesting to see what happens in that case. But it will mean flying on VATSIM will be much easier if you get told to hold, you know, over London or somewhere else. At least now you should be able to do it. You might not be able to get out of it, but at least you can do it. The scenery down in Palermo's rather swish. Let's have a look. Completely free scenery, but it's compared to stock stuff, it's really well worked. All taxi lines are correct. You see the train on the way in up there as well. Obviously, it's got the sea at either end of the 07 and on runway 25 as well. You come directly over the ocean. There you go. Very nice. That'll be good to have a look at when we get there. But yeah, don't know why I can't get rid of that hold. Is he actually? If there's a hold actually on the flight plan at Gianni, then that might be why it's on. Or Giano, there's not, no. So I have managed to input that hold. I just can't delete it. I'll try one more time. Let's press insert. And then that hold there, erase. Gee, I wonder if I just press clear. Nope. Oh well. Never mind. If that does happen, we'll just do direct to absent and then that'll get rid of it. Give me 1 second, guys. I need to send. I am supposed to be working, but I can't be bothered, so I need to send a quick email just to make it look like I'm doing something that I should be. Hopefully, this will keep my boss happy. If I just send something off. Right, that'll look like I've done a little bit of work, so that will keep them happy for now. Let's tidy up these charts. We don't need that departure, we don't need that airport anymore. Let's get rid of that. We do need those two though, 3 even. There we are. looks like we're pretty much halfway in already. Pretty good. Yeah, top of drop is not far. Top of drop is about just over 60 miles away, I would have thought. Yeah, oh sorry, nearly 40 miles away. Not far. And hopefully we will get a glide slope on this. I did watch a stream the other night where someone flew into here, and theirs didn't show the ILS from runway 25, just showed Localizer 25. But when they turned up, they actually got an ILS as well, so... or the full glide. So we'll see how that's how that works. Just before we get to top of drop, I'm just going to go and quickly grab another drink, and I'll be right back with you just in 2 seconds, guys. Yo, looks like I'm back just in time for top of drop. That was a quick 40 miles out, I guess. Let's have a look. Yeah, not far at all. So that's coming down to, let's get 8,000 put in the window ready for this this descent. And we can finesse it with VS if we need to. Right, so we're going down to 8,000 feet by Absid is the plan. And ideally, we're not going to hold it at that point I put in by mistake. Giano, we don't want to hold there at all. Sayan, hey buddy, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I put that hold in. I don't think I can get it. I can't get it to... Oh, I saw that happen before. See if I get... No, it's not going to work, is it? Right. I'll leave that alone. I won't muck. Let's start going down. First idle, open descent. You can't see... Yeah, I don't know what the hell that's all about. And why I can't get rid of it. But that's what happened with this, the McDo, when I pressed a few buttons then. If I press clear and hold, it seems to break the McDo. However, I'm not going to fiddle with it anymore. Not going to fiddle with it anymore. Leave it alone. Actually, let's grab no, we do that. Let's grab the weather in Palermo and get it in experimental version. Saying experimental. With the latest update, there was an update just before I started, so it's literally whatever they just pushed out. I'm trying out. Lima, India, Charlie, Juliet. Let's load that. Weather. There we go. Karina, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. What we're doing weather-wise. Wind still quite strong, 260, 24 knots. Good visibility, broken clouds, 3,400, 14 degrees. Let's go and pop that in there. So QNH 1017. Temperature 14. And we're going to put in the wind 260, 24. Well, I think Streamlabs is having some fun, but I think Streamlabs spamming the chat. VAP 135, we need to get the barrow ref from the charts. We've got VAP 135, VLS 127. We'll do a full config landing, and we'll grab the barrow stuff off here. 500. Yeah, Streamlabs is starting to spam the chat by itself for some reason. Right, 500 in the barrow. Cool. There we are. Right, let's watch out. See if we're going to hold here. If we do, then we need to somehow try and get out of it. Which will ideally pull the head in, or we'll go direct to Iblet. What is Streamlabs doing? Streamlabs, behave yourself. Anyway, let's just check this a minute. You cancel it and it goes when you get to it. That's what. Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, we'll try that. Hopefully. If not, then we'll figure something out. So we need to below 230 at Gianni. Well, we should make that 16. Yeah, about 18 miles we need. We're going be about right, I reckon. Should be good. I would be quite intrigued if it does put us in the hold. I might just let it fly one time round, see how it does, and then take it out. Because like I said, it would be quite good if it's have a bit of speed brake. Would be quite good to know that it works alright if we're flying over busy airspace like London on VATSIM and they tell you to hold somewhere like Willow or somewhere like that. You just watch a video on it and just, oh, fair enough. Well, let's have a see. So in 11 miles, if we enter this hold, I'll let it fly one circuit of it, and then we'll come out just to see how it gets on. It's drawn it in nicely. So, oh, there we are. What the hell's that? Why are we coming back to 220 knots? What the hell is that all about? We have no restriction at all for the speed. No need for that. Let's get that up to 270. That'll help our descent out. There we go. We'll try that, Gally. We'll fly halfway around and then we'll cancel it. Let's see. So we should join the hold in a minute. Oh, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, see, there we go. It's giving us the exit now. That's why it slowed us down to 220. Speed 220 to 60 ME. So it is going to fly the hold, and it slowed us down to 220 knots for the hold speed. That's what it's done. However, let's just jig that round to 250 a minute. Let's let it fly the hold, see what happens, then we'll get out of it. Is it going to fly it? It should start the turn in a sec. There it is. It's going to fly the hold. We'll fly the hold and descend a little bit. We are about 1,000 feet high anyway, so let's let it do that. And then we can sort Volanter out. Yeah, flying that quite nicely. Let's get rid of those speed brakes. If we're in the hold, we don't need to have that out. Yeah, pretty cool actually. I'm quite impressed that works. Go back to manage speed a second and then we'll just slow that rate of descent down. Yeah, I might let it fly to halfway here, then go back, then direct it to Iblet. I think might be the best bit. If I press immediate exit, what happens then? Let's press that. Anything? Oh god. Resume hold. I don't want to do that. Get out. Exit. Or something like that. Then it's going to go direct to Giano. Oh, that's alright. So that's worked out alright then. So we can do that. Resume the hold. Oh, it then's going to go straight back to its original waypoint. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go direct Iblet. Insert that, and there we go. That'll spin us right round. But at least it was good to check it out. It definitely works then. Definitely works. And you can see it's kind of drawn on the first part that we did it in Volanter as well. So it's actually going to do. It'll fly this circle and go back down to Iblet, I guess. Cool. Seems like it, yeah. Well, that's a rapid descent. We'll end up in the water at that rate. Jeez. There we are. It's what happens when it fiddle around with stuff too much. There we go. That might sort it out. 5,000, I know. Oh, man. We one or two sick bags in the back out. Actually, how are the passengers? Let's have a quick look at them. Oh. Rather shite service this afternoon, 77% satisfied. What is up with them? Very third, so they must get crap service. Oh, upset as well. Oh dear, oh dear. Upset. Oh, we're not doing a very good job this afternoon. We pissed a few people off. Right, anyway, so we want to be down, after all of that excitement, what we're doing. So we want to be down at 8,000, flight level 80 by somewhere. We're going direct to Iblet at the minute, that's where we're heading, well off the track. But yeah, flight level 80 by Absid. To make any of this work out the way it should. Let's just put Absid in here. Right, Absid, how far is Absid? 35 miles. We need to lose... we're at 4,000 feet. We only need 12 miles. Let's sort that VS out. Let's have it at 1,200 feet per minute for now. Yeah, that's how I ran it, yeah. Yeah. They may feel even worse once I've landed this as well, because that probably won't go well. Right, so we're back on track. We're going to Iblet. I'm wondering whether Absid would be better direct to Absid, actually. The way it is on the flight plan, might be better direct to Absid. That way, that should tidy that up. Oh, what the hell's that now? Right, let's try that. We're going to Absid. We're 29 miles away. We need to lose 3,500 feet. Let's do 1,000 feet per minute. Good stuff, right. I think we may have saved it a little bit. Right, so that's where we're heading to. So Absid. After that, we can come down to 5,000 feet, then 4,000 feet, then 3,500 feet. And the platform altitude is at Baduk 3,500, then 9 miles out 3,000 feet. If we haven't got a glide slope at 9.3 miles, we will pull the track FPA minus 3 degrees, and we'll fly the approach in track FPA and see if that works out. And if we're visual, we can fly a visual approach as well. But I quite like track FPA. It's quite good fun. So we'll try that. And then there's traffic. 3,900 in climbing. Going to cross us shortly. That's alright. Alright, 10,000 feet, let's get some lights on. And let's piss these... Oh, that's probably why they're pissed off. I forgot to take the seatbelt sign off. Be some of them that'll be bursting to go to the toilet now. 9 degrees. Do we need anti-ice? Probably not just yet. No, they've been stuck in their seats since we left Olbia. Oops. Oh, they seem slightly happy again now. Look, 85%. I'm sure she was upset before, but now she's alright. None of them are very green, have they? Let's have a look. Oh, he's alright, at least. Oh, we might have salvaged it a little bit. It was probably that rapid descent of 5,000 feet per minute probably made them felt a bit dicky, I reckon. And that's whatever we did there. Whoosh. Oh, there would have been ATC now as well. So that's slowing us down there. We may as well activate that approach speed because our green dot is better than... Green dot is a better speed than what that was trying to get us down to. 210. We're going to fly at about 216. So there's that 8,000 feet that we wanted. And we probably start coming down this. Just keep it coming down as a continuous descent. Let's have 6,000 in. $8 degrees, bit of cloud. Let's get the anti-ice on. And let's see, has it got anything in the rad nav for what we want? So it has tuned an ILS. 10955. 10955 Romeo Alpha India, which is what's in there. So, in theory, we should get a full glide slope. There you go. It's got a DME. We do have a glide slope as well, so that's all right. See what happens after this. We should, we don't want to fly that kind of... Let's watch what this is going to do. If it tries to turn left, we're going direct to Oven. So from Absid we can go down to 5,000 feet. We'll do that at 1,000 feet per minute. Why is it going over there? No, direct. Oven. Holy moly. Does not know what it wants to do. Anyway, there's standard down on the QNH now, 1017. Something along the lines of that. Jeez, what's it doing? Q, welcome along, buddy. How you doing? This is this FMC hasn't got a clue what it's doing. Right, well, we'll let it get to Oven. Then after that, we'll what the hell is that marker? Is that top of descent? Something weird. Right, we'll let it do that. It's going to turn left, and then everything should be all good. Right. That's the plan. There we go. Right, that's all sorted out. Let's just grab this minute and see what else we can do. There we go down to 4,000 feet. 4,000 feet, vertical speed. 1,000 feet per minute will do. How can you get a Kuwait Airways plane? You can if you go to flightsim.to. See if I can find one. There are loads. If you go to flightsim.to, just search for Q8 and it comes up with the liveries, download it. Once you've downloaded it, unzip it into your community folder. Then restart the game, or the sim, however you want to call it, and it will, it should show up in deliveries. Right, that's 4,000 feet. It's 4,000 all the way down there. So that's fine, we'll stay at 4,000. And we'll get the flaps out in a second. $15 miles. We need to be 200 knots there. So let's start. Just come down. Let's have flap 1 before this turn. So once we get to Edoxy, then down to 3,500, and then Lavru down to 3,000. So we'll set 3,500 just there for now. Right, let's see if we can get a glide slope. Localizer, approach, AP2. We can go in. We've definitely got a glide slope, we've definitely got localizer. So this is a full ILS approach, not just a localizer only. And just for the, when we get off 2.5, we'll vacate Lima and straight into the apron. And that should do, get us parked in one of these stands. Should see this awesome mountain hill thing. What's mountain, I guess, when we go in as well. That queue, that map, and these charts and everything else that we've got are all through Navigraph. It costs €8 a month to pay a thing from navigraph.com. Right, 3,500. Down we go. We will have a bit of flap 2. And we can start to think about the landing prep. And we just keep coming down to 3,000. There we go. So with that, we can arm the spoilers. Runway length here, is it that long a runway? 3,326, yeah, so we can have low auto brake for this one. We also have, we're on flap 2. We need to be 185 knots. We're below that already, so that's fine. We can leave the flaps just for a little bit longer. $15 miles out. I was hoping I might see something. Yeah, nothing of any interest yet. Once you get through these clouds, hopefully. And we should get the glide slope at, where's the glide? 9.3 miles, ideally. Q, I'm from Newcastle in the UK. There's a little bit coming in now, we can see. You're from Q8. Nice to meet you too, buddy. Glad you joined in. That's 12 miles. Let's we'll have flap 3. And 3,000 was definitely the platform altitude it was, yeah. By 9.3 miles from the Romeo Alpha India. So there we are. We're well ahead of ourselves. There comes the glide slope now. Perfect stuff. And just to have a quick look, we should be nicely lined up on the ILS, which we are. There we go. Right, that we may as well go 10 miles flap 3. We are fully configured, apart from the landing gear. We got auto brake low, spoilers are armed, and we'll just wait for the E-cam to ding the cabin crew and drop the gear, and that's about it. And we'll get ourselves hopefully on the deck and not piss off these passengers anymore. Oh, we're up to 89% now, satisfied. Jolly good. Just going to leave that anti-ice on just to a dip below that cloud. Then after that, actually what's the temperature? 90, yeah, we'll keep it on at 9 degrees. There's a bit of the yarding coming now. Oh, the southern boot of Italy anyway. So we've still got 34 knots. Wind pretty much is coming off right hand side of the nose. There's glide slope start. For the go around, we should have had a look at that. As soon as possible, right turn onto 290 degrees, join and follow radio 322, climbing 3,000 feet, proceed down Salap. So 3,000 feet is already in there. We are flat full. We can drop the gear in a mile or two. Would have been nice to see a runway somewhere yet. So there it is there. Just about see it.
2,500.
I bet that looks quite cool out the window now. Yeah, there we are. Pretty cool. Right, I'm going to get rid of that anti-ice. And I'm going to drop the gear as well. There they come. You can see our track to line up with that wind that's blowing us from this way. We need to face this way to land over there. You can see how far off we're drifting. You landed in Beirut. We've not flown to the Middle East yet. We'll have to go and do that. Yeah, you can see where we're pointing. Galley 109. Wow. Not the 900 and something you were doing last week. Or the last stream. Right, there we are. Everything is checked. The gear's down. We've got flaps full. The cabin's ready. Spoilers are armed. And ECAM memos landing. No blue. Why does my autopilot always come off? I'd love to see how the fly-by-wire would handle an auto land with a crosswind. Could be quite fun to try out. Looks like we've got no speed whatsoever, doesn't it, really? Very slow. What's the ground speed? 113. Wow. We're going to need some left boot once we get the autopilot out in a minute. Does look rather nice though, I have to say. Very nice.
1,000.
There's 1,000 feet. We are checked and stable. For once. Get my feet on these rudder pedals. And let's see how much damage we can do to this plane. The other night galley I landed with a landing rate of -7. However the hell that happened, I do not know, but yeah, -7. I don't feel like this one's going to be -7. We've got 2 whites, 2 reds on the pappies, which is good.
100 above. 500. Minimum.
Minimums continue. Slightly high.
400.
I do normally do it on for the channel points on Twitch. Yeah.
3.
I've just forgotten to put it on, to be honest with you. Let's get that autopilot out. What damage can we do? Rudder. 22 knots still. Slightly high.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard.
Oh, it's floating. Float. Get down, plane.
10. 5.
There's reverses. Wow. That floated for a hell of a way, that did. Hell of a way. There's 60 knots, reverse idle, auto brake and come off. That was that float. There was no way that was -291. Not a chance. Not a chance. Right, let's go and get ourselves vacated just here. That was well smoother than 291. We'll check Volanta. That's normally a bit better than what the overlay said. I don't think that was 291 by any stretch. There we are, guys. Welcome for the first time that I've flown into Palermo. We'll just come off here. We'll get stopped. We'll get the lights off, and we'll go and get parked up, ready for the return trip back into the stunning island of Olbia. Right, lights off. That can come off. That can go to taxi. We'll start the APU as well. And if we go and take this first ride. Loman Skate, welcome buddy. Hope you're doing well. Welcome along. So if we take this first right onto November, then Lima, and into the terminal, ideally, is what we're going to do. If you love airplanes, Loman, you come to the right place, buddy. So do we. Well, at least I do. And I'm guessing the most of the other people watching also will do as well. Look at that! How cool does that look? Right, let's get the flaps retracted, spoilers are disarmed, and we're going to get parked up. Like I said, this is freeware scenery from flightsim.to, and compared to Microsoft stock default crap, it's so much better. Right, let's go and pick one of those times with the jet bridge. Let's take this, we'll take this one. 207. Sounds good, it looks good, and it's right where we want to be. Let's see if we can get stopped on the right line. Somewhere about there, I reckon. Might be slightly too far. But there we are. Right, welcome down to Palermo. The APU is available. We'll get engine 2 off, engine 1 off. We're going to turn a few of these lights off, and we'll let the passengers get themselves away. That can come off, that can come off, that can come off, and that as well. Seat belt signs 2. And we'll go and oh, what the hell happened there? See if we can get the jet bridge to work and let these people off. Forward door, there we go. External power baggage. Let's get some catering for the way back. And there we are. First flight is done, and there's the jet bridge coming. Look at that for a backdrop. How cool does that look? But yeah, let's go and check for land to see what that reckons. That landing rate cannot be cannot be 2, whatever that said it was, 290 something. Oh, 246 maybe it can. So clearly not as smooth, galley, as clearly not as smooth as it looked. There's our dodgy Holden. Yeah, oh well. I thought that was much smoother than that. Right, we'll let the passengers get themselves off. I'll yeah, I mean, I'm not entirely sure how it even works out, to be fair. It's a bit of added scenery for the sorry, not added scenery, added software for a sim. It must, I don't know. It's quite fun to get when it's low, but I'm not really, it doesn't really bother me that much. It looked good, it felt good when I landed it, so that's all I'm interested in. I didn't break anything, no passengers are dead. But yeah, there we are. Right, what we'll do is I want to leave that. I want to try and get a view where you can see that whole mountain and the airplane as well. Let's get the drone. And we'll just whip it up in the air. Whoosh. With regard to sea, turn it round. There we are. I will level it up though, however. We'll leave that there. When I go and have a 5-minute break, I'll make a new flight plan, guys, and we'll come back and we'll do the return trip into Olbia. So I'll play you a bit of music just because I'm nice like that, and then what do you want? Bit of country pop? How about that? Perhaps. Whatever this is going to play out. Anyway. There's copyright free, and it doesn't get me into trouble with either Twitch or YouTube. So I'll leave that there. I'm going to take a 5-minute break. I'll knock up a new flight plan. We'll get some more passengers. We'll set up this airplane, and we'll go back to Olbia. I will see you all in about 5 minutes' time. Right then, guys, I've got a flight plan made up now, ready to go back. I think the passengers should have been they should have disembarked now, so let's we'll complete that flight. That even reckons 246, so yeah. Extreme flying condition. Didn't get any water, flying was a little extreme. Robert, howdy buddy. Definitely recommend you. Yeah, so that'll be that hellish descent that we made at 5,000 feet per minute that they weren't too happy about, I would have thought. Let's chuck up a new flight. Add the flight plan that I made up. There we go. And let's we'll jump back in the flight deck and we'll get ourselves cracking for this return. We just set up. Whoops. Just set up this. And we're going to jump on the into the McDo and get ourselves going again. So there we are. So we should have a new flight plan, hopefully, if this works. Init press, data request. We should be. There we are. ITA 2126 down from Palermo up to Olbia. 51 minutes time en route. Let's grab. See how many passengers are coming back with us. 156 going back as well, so we'll board them and we'll jump in here and we'll load the new flight plan. There we go. So let's go and grab that. How much fuel do we need to get back? I wish you could do that in the CRJ. Yeah, I bet. 51 minutes fuel. What fuel do we want? 5.9 tons, and our ultimate being 1.7 tons. 5.9. Let's oh, we'll take 6.6 again. Let's do that, and let's go and do some McDoage. So we still have the jet bridge out, do we? I'm assuming for passengers. Passengers are getting on. Good. Let's go jump down here and do the init request. There we are. Alternate again, being Rome Fiumicino. Cost index 22, flight level 340 for the cruise. And we got 6.6 tons. For the block fuel, 0 fuel weight can go in. And we said for the alternate to get to Rome we wanted, how much fuel was that? How much fuel do we want to Rome? 1.7 tons. 1.7 can go in there. We'll delete that in a minute. All tickety-boo. Right, so, wind. We got a headwind going out. We should have a tailwind going back. Oh no, headwind going back, sorry. Minus 42. Yeah, headwind of 42. Not average on the way back, and we can go and have a look at the flight plan. I'm just going to grab it on the other screen just so I can read it when we do this. So then, out of Palermo, the runway we landed in, runway 25 we're going back out of. Departure is 25, and it's going to be the Guiano 5 Quebec. We'll insert that. And at the minute into Olbia, it's going to be runway 23. And it's going to be the ATNET 4 Lima. And that, I've got a feeling, goes via Millers. Let's have a look. Let me just get the new flight in here. Let's grab that so we know what we're doing on the way out. And 4 Lima. Does it go via Millis? I think it might. Millis is there, yeah. So it's via Millis at 210 knots. Let's insert that. And go on the plan page and have a gander. Make sure it looks half decent. There's Guiano. There's ATNET. RNAV star in. Looks very nice. I still like to know what that means. That's not top of drop, because that's been removed again. It was in last week, and apparently when I read something they put it in by accident, so they've removed it again. But that is not a top of descent arrow. I'm not sure what that means. However, it looks good. Let's just scroll back a bit forward through it. Yeah. Looks all tickety-boo. Cool, right. Next is performance. Performance. We'll have over here. Just gonna grab the other chart, airport info. There we go. So runway 25 is 245 degrees. Elevation here is 50 feet. Runway length 3,326 meters. And the wind, has it changed much from when we arrived? Let's have a look. 260 at 21. Outside air temperature is 14. QNH 1017. Runway is dry. And we'll grab the other stuff from the init B page. 65.1 takeoff weight. And the CG is going to be 24.4. So there's our performance. Calculate up, we do a flex of 61. 50, 51, 52, 0.9 units up for the trim. So we'll go ahead and we'll pop that in. I think I might just close that by mistake. Never mind, let's have a guess of what they were. If anyone can remember, the flex was 61. Flaps were 1, and that was up 0.9. I'm sure the V speeds were 150, 151, 152. That'll do. Literally had forgotten what they were. Right, cool, so that's the performance done. Init A is done. Init B is done. Flight plan's done. Performance is done. Passengers are boarding. We'll just check how they're doing. They should be almost ready for us to go. If that's the case, we will we'll call the tug driver ready to get ourselves there he is. And that's the passengers complete as well. Excellent. We are well past the stop line. Wonder if he's going to actually get himself connected to the plane or not. Right, let's go and double check these doors are shut. All the doors are closed. We've got fuel. We have everything else we need. Get that APU bleed on. That should have been on. That can be on. That can be on. So can that. That can be on. Everything else looks good to me. For those of you that weren't here on the way out, we'll get to watch the very nice. I know it's not Alitalia, but it's the only safety video I could find, and this was Alitalia up until the back end of last year. So when we get pushed back, I will play you guys the Alitalia safety vid for you to watch, and we'll get ourselves pushed back and underway. It's going to be a straight push back and push back to the left.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'll,
we kindly ask you to pay
release the parking
attention
brake.
to the following presentation
And away we go.
concerning safety procedures and equipment of this aircraft.
So you guys should still be able to see what's going on,
Deve essere sistemato sotto
but
la
also be able
poltrona
to
davanti a
see the
voi,
safety
con
vid
gli alloggiamenti
at the
sopra
same
di voi.
time.
Your hand baggage must be placed under the seat in front of you.
And
or in
we'll
the
crank up
overhead
engine number 2.
Allacciate la cintura di sicurezza e regolatela. Per slacciarla, sollevate l'apposita parte della fibbia. Vi suggeriamo di mantenere la cintura di sicurezza sempre allacciata quando siete seduti. Fasten your seatbelt and adjust it. To release it, lift the top of the buckle. We suggest to keep your seatbelt fastened while
There it
sitting.
goes.
Chiudete i tavolini e posizionate lo schienale della poltrona verticalmente prima del decollo e dell'atterraggio. Lock your tray tables and make sure that the seat back is in the upright position for takeoff and landing. In caso di depressurizzazione, le maschere per l'ossigeno si renderanno automaticamente disponibili. Prendete una maschera e attivatela tirandola verso di voi. Coprite naso e bocca, regolatela e respirate normalmente. Indossate prima la vostra
Spin that
maschera
round a little
e
bit.
poi aiutate chi necessita della vostra assistenza. La maschera per l'ossigeno funziona regolarmente anche se il sacchetto di plastica non si gonfia. In case of loss of cabin pressure, oxygen masks will automatically be available. Activate your mask by pulling it towards you. Cover nose and mouth and breathe.
We'll stop that
out.
there, stop the
Fit
pushback.
your mask
We'll set the
first,
parking brake and
then
jump back in the
help
flight deck.
those who need your assistance. The oxygen mask works properly even if
We'll
the
have engine number
plastic
1.
bag does not inflate. Tutte le uscite di emergenza di questo aereo sono indicate da appositi segnali. Individuate quelle più vicine a voi. Un sentiero illuminato faciliterà il raggiungimento delle uscite. All the emergency exits of this aircraft are shown by appropriate signs. Locate the ones nearest to you. An illuminated escape path marking will help you to reach the exit. In caso di rapido abbandono dell'aereo, lasciate a bordo il bagaglio a mano, togliete le scarpe con i tacchi alti, scendete tramite gli appositi scivoli e allontanatevi subito dall'aereo. In case
That's
of a
engine
quick
number 1
evacuation,
on the move
leave
as well.
your hand baggage on board. Remove your high-heeled shoes. Leave the aircraft through the evacuation slides and move quickly away from it. Il salvagente si trova nella tasca sotto
And
la
a good
vostra
start on
vettura.
engine 1. So let's get the APU off. That can come
In
off.
caso di necessità,
Taxi.
indossatelo e gonfiatelo tramite l'apposita maniglia
And we're
rossa
good to go.
solo al momento di abbandonare l'aereo. Se
to
necessario,
one.
soffiate nel tubo di
And we've
gomma.
got the spoilers arm, which we do. Flight deck door should be shut.
Your life
Yeah,
vest
less.
is located under your seat. If necessary, put your life vest on and inflate it by pulling the red handle just before leaving the aircraft. You can also manually inflate the vest by blowing into the rubber tube.
And just before we go, we'll do
Saranno
a
distribuiti i
flight
salvagenti per
control
bambini.
check just to make sure everything's still
In caso di
working.
necessità, dovranno essere gonfiati
Yeah, full
prima
up.
di abbandonare l'aereo. Infant
Full
life
down.
vest will be
Neutral.
distributed. In case
Full
of
right.
need, they must be inflated
Full left.
before leaving the aircraft.
Neutral and full right
In
rudder.
caso di ammaraggio, gli
Left
scivoli potranno essere
and
usati
neutral as
come
well.
battelli. In case of ditching, slides can be used as rafts. Durante le
Parking
fasi
brakes
di
released.
rullaggio,
And we'll get
decollo e atterraggio non è consentito l'uso di qualsiasi dispositivo elettronico. I telefoni cellulari devono essere tenuti spenti per tutta la durata del volo. During taxi, takeoff and landing, the use of any electronic device is prohibited. Mobile phones must be switched off for the whole flight. Nella tasca della poltrona davanti a voi troverete il cartoncino illustrativo con le norme di sicurezza. Vi invitiamo a prenderne visione attentamente. For further information, please read carefully the safety instruction
We take this
card
right on
placed
to
in the seat
hotel.
pocket in front of you. Vi ricordiamo che non è consentito fumare a bordo dei nostri aerei, incluse le toilette, dove sono localizzati rilevatori di fumo. Il personale di bordo è perfettamente addestrato per fornirvi tutta l'assistenza in caso di necessità. Smoking is not permitted in any area of the aircraft.
There you go. I hope you saw your safety video and paid full attention for this dodgy pilot departure out of Palermo. And we'll go left up here, then we'll go full length all the way down to the end of what taxiway is this? I've forgotten. Let's have a look. All the way down to holding point Alpha for runway 25. Guys, don't forget we are live on Twitch, YouTube and Trovo as well. If you are watching, don't forget to hit a like, follow or subscribe, whichever platform you're watching on. It does help out, and you get to know when we go live next and all the other good stuff we're going to do. So let's ding the cabin, take our config check, and we'll get the lights on as well. There we are. So I think we are pretty much good to we're good to go. There's the runway. We made it in the right direction at least. That's the main thing. Let's go and get lined up. Nothing coming that way. There's nothing on that approach either. Oh, my rudder pedals have stopped working. That's better. Rudder, why aren't you working? This could be fun. There we are. The world's worst lineup. It won't go any further to the right. Nope, it's not having that. That might help. My rudder pedals work when they want to, and sometimes they just want to give up in the most awkward of times. Anyway, I think we might be there, finally ready to go. There we go. So we'll set 50% N1 to about there. Yeah, both engines are stable. 1, 2 clicks forward. There's Manflex 61.
Just subscribed. Welcome to the first class cabin.
Welcome, buddy. Thank you so much for your sub. There's V1 and there's rotate. Up we go. Up on the flight directors. Positive climb, and the gear's going up. Robert with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much, mate. There's 1,000 feet. The gear is up. We're going through a bit of cloud. Let's get a bit of anti-ice on. And there's lever climb. Thrust climb, climb, nav. We got 10,000 blue. Great content. Cheers, Robert. Glad you're enjoying it, mate. That's why I do it. I like it when people come along, have a chat, have a watch, and enjoy general aviation and generally hanging out. I started this off with just as a bit of fun, to be honest, a while ago. And I thought if people wanted to come along, we'll just retract the flaps, come along, join in and have a chat as well, then makes it even more interesting, doesn't it? And then it's just gone from there. It's, but no, thank you so much, mate. Thank you. Very much appreciated. Oh, there we are down there. It's not what I wanted to do. I'm assuming you mean by VAs the virtual airlines. If so, no, I don't. I have looked at them, to be honest. I have looked just to see what they're all about, but I haven't actually joined any. I probably should, to be fair. There we are. We can pull the standard. We're going up to a flight level. Is it any good? I'm not entirely sure who I'd even pick if I was going to go for one. Let's look at this departure. There we are. Not below 5,000 feet. Well, we're well above that. Oh, we're above it now. 5,400. Maximum 200 knots. Well, we've busted that, haven't we, straight away. Just not got it in the constraints. Oh well. I'm not going to slow us down. Because what's the point in that? Disarm the spoilers. And away we go. Let's see if we can keep these passengers happy on the way back and not do anything dodgy mid-flight. Just going to get us straight up to our cruise. 340. Good stuff. Yeah, Virtual Airlines, I don't know. I mean, I checked out Virgin and BA Virtual as well. I did have a look. But I'm not, like I said, I didn't read any too far into the terms and conditions and what you had to do, what you couldn't do, what you could fly, what you couldn't fly. Let's get that anti-ice off. 10,000 feet, the lights can come off as well. And seatbelt sign. Remember to take that off this time because I forgot on the way across and the passengers got pissed off, so. And there's that headwind we were getting on the way back. 36 knots so far. There was supposed to be ATC for this bit back across, but it's now disappeared. That's where we're heading to. That's where we left. But yeah, there was supposed to be, well, there was at least Euro flight services were on, or Euro controlling, but they've disappeared as well. Never mind. We may get some ATC on one flight sometime soon. Plus 100 at Guiano, which we are as well. So that's all tied up quite nicely. The only thing we did, we bust the speed limit on the way out, but I think if that's all we do for this flight, then we should be good. We do have the ORBX scenery down in Olbia as well when we get back, which is rather cool. So we can get rid of that departure chart. We don't need that anymore. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get the charts set up for later on for the approach. In runway 23, ILS Zulu, and we'll have the airport chart as well. Ready for that. Not a very long flight again. Let's have a look what we got left. 255 miles. We should be there 15:21, about 50 minutes time, which will be bang on because then I have to go and pick up my boys from school. Perfect. If you ever feel this flight sim gets stagnant, if you check out, I will do. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I checked out BA Virtual, Virgin Virtual, and one or two others, but like I said, I hadn't read the T's and C's, what you had to do and what you couldn't do. But I always think it would be quite fun, so I might have to go and delve into it a bit more thoroughly than I did in the past. So do you only fly the CRJ, or do you fly other stuff as well? Yeah, passing 2-1-1 for 340. And discontinuity we didn't take out. Let's get rid of that. And we have 2 Gianos. Let's get shot of that before we cause ourselves some more problems. You just got into CRJ, oh, fair enough. Right, I am, because it's not a very long flight, I am going to put in top of descent into here already. There's Millis. What we're doing, we're coming from Atned. Atned 6,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000. Well, let's aim to be Millis at 3,000 feet, I guess then. And it's 3,000 for the platform. Let's just do that. That'll make sense. Millis. 3,000 feet. We're cruising at 3.4. So it is Monday. My brain don't want to work, so I'm going to cheat and do it this way. 3.4 down to 3,000. 97 miles. That'll do. That can go in. You started with the Bonanza, then the TBM, oh, then CJ4, and now the CRJ. Cool. Now, I either fly this. I've also learned, or I'm learning in the process of learning the 737-800 in X-Plane with the Zebo mod. So that'll be coming out for a flight on the channel very soon. As well, we'll see what damage I can do in that. I haven't streamed that before, or really flown it properly. Done takeoff and landings and set a few things up, but yeah, the LIEO 2-3. I need to get it out for a stream. Reciprocal 23053. For the radial out. In case we muck up the arrival, we should get a extended center line. There it is. Topper drop, extended center line. We're covered for any eventuality of any dodgy flying or any dodgy approaches that we may make very soon. Yeah, ITA Airways. Lovely blue 320 Neo. I do like them with the black. I've said this before. I like them with the black. What do you want to call it? Eyeliner, face mask, cockpit line. I don't know what you want to call it, but Let's call it eyeliner for the sake of it. It's like that with the Air Canada as well. I think that's got black cockpits around as well. I have to say, after a bit of issue with my sim is now silky smooth. It's very... Don't want to jinx it, but normally I get a couple of stutters every now and again, but it's not been too bad. Oh, proximate traffic. What we got down here? Someone climbing right underneath us, just there on TCAS. A little bit too. There we go. It's not proximate traffic anymore. Well behind as well, at least 40 miles. Actually 10 miles out there, isn't it? Yeah. Somewhere over there. Don't forget, guys, if you are watching, you can always fly along. It's always on the North Europe server if you do want to fly along and have a flight with us as well. And if you aren't a member of the Discord, join that and you'll get notified of whenever we go live. Type ! Discord in the chat. Get the link, go and join the people in there. I do post there every day when we go live, where we're going, what we're flying, and what time we're doing it. Jamil, buddy, welcome along, mate. How's your day going? There's that traffic again. Causing TCAS one or two little issues at our same level, just behind by about... Yeah, it's about 10 miles behind us, roughly. I don't think we can even see it, I don't think. Let's have a look. Couldn't be 4. Would be a little speck somewhere over there, I guess, if we could see it. It's at the same level as us. Yeah, nothing about there. Be interesting if we get a TA or an RA, that'd be quite good fun. So if we mucked up, where could we hold if we need to? We can hold here at Ogogi, Odogi, yeah. We can hold there, max 220 between 6 and 4,000 feet if we do muck up, if we're too high for whatever reason. We can hold there. MSA 6,200 all around. And we do have a bit... Let's have a look then at the airspeed, where we at. 280, a decimal 78, I guess. This is what the clever scare bus wants to give us. Let's have a look in there in the performance. Managed climb decimal 78. Jabber is doing that. Anyway, welcome along, buddy. Hope you're doing well. If you want to give me any advice, you can. That'd be greatly appreciated. In real life, Bowen 777 captain. Wow. Mac Alt Star. Must be so cool. I mean, I would love to be a pilot real life, to be fair. It'd be absolutely awesome. I can fly the Cessna, but apart from that, I do have a license for that. But anything above that, and Mac Alt Cruise. Yeah, doing good. Doing good, buddy. Doing the second leg back to Olbia. We flew into Palermo, and then we're just heading back to Olbia now. Just in time. We were right. We'll have a look when we're arriving. 15:14 Zulu, so about half an hour's time. Should be perfect for me then, and go and get my boys from school. Actually, we can do a... How far have we got? What is going on with this? There we are, it's better. I was going to say we should have done a fuel check, but 81 miles from Quen. I think we should have enough. 5.3 tons. Looks good. I'm about 40 miles out from top of drop. A320neo Jab Air, yeah. A320neo. There it is, in all of its glory. I'm hoping we're pleasing the passengers better than going across. When we came across, yeah, 99% satisfied. That's a bit better than the outbound leg, as I forgot to turn the seatbelt sign off. So there must have been one or two needing a toilet that couldn't go. Should we get before top and descent? Let's get a bit of weather down into Olbia, see what's going on down there. Let's grab that. Weather, Olbia, Costa. There it is. Wind 250, 13 knots. Broken 3000, gusting 25 knots. Good visibility. Anything else you want to see? Broken 3000 feet. Nothing else of any interest. 15 degrees. QNH 1017. And that was it. 14:20 Zulu. When was that? That was about half an hour ago. So that doesn't... nothing much to concern us there. Our alternate is Rome. And if you want to see the routing, pretty much a bit boring over the sea at the minute. But yeah, we left Palermo. Start heading to the northwest. This is the start of our, and then the start of the arrival. Further up, we're coming via Atnet. And then we're doing the Atnet 4. Oh, we're not doing the 4 Lima, we're doing the... what arrival were we doing? Oh yeah, it was the 4 Lima. I do apologise. So yeah, we're doing the 4 Lima, and we end up flying all this. We'll probably cut across at some point. There's no ATC to tell us what to do, so we'll come in, we'll fly a little bit when we lose the height, and then eventually we'll cut across, possibly somewhere by M deck and across to Lidnu. I think would work out well. Ready for that, so we'd have to fly all of this RNAV star. But I think that's going to be the plan. So max 210 Lidnu, we've got 220 knot restriction there and here as well. In fact, pretty much all the way from Echo Oscar 475, max 230 knots, then down to 220. And our green dot, what's our clean speed? Clean speed's 209, right. Might be slightly slow in that case. Do you wish Boeing had fully computerized copy like the Airbus? But I mean, does that not just make flying it more fun, where you got to actually, you know, do stuff? Where you can just sit here now happily in the cruise, or even when you're doing landings and takeoffs, and do nothing but push a few buttons, where you need to actually fully configure every phase of the flight. Yeah, the top of drop, 10 miles. So that was, we're going to take us down initially down to, we'll go down to flight level 100 initially. Even though I planned that to be at 3,000 feet via Millis. I'm going to fly us down. We're going to aim to be 3,000 feet by Millis. Yeah, the little side stick. I guess also, I mean, compared to Bowen, if you were the captain, for example, well, obviously you are captain, and you had a first officer flying one leg or doing the landing or something like that, with the Bowens you can see if he moves the yoke on his side, it moves on your side, doesn't it, as well? Where if you move the side stick on the captain's side, it doesn't make any input on the FO side. But anyway, there's top of drop, guys. Let's go. Let's start heading down. Thrust idle, open descent, and we got 10,000 or flight level 100 blue even. The pull-out tape, yeah. All about the pull-out. It doesn't work in this mode, but all about the pull-out table. So if we put in, I'm going to just go and put something in the progress page for now, is where I want to cut across. So from M deck, I want to cut across to Lidnu. So I'm going to put M deck in the progress page. Just see how many miles we've got to go to there. 84 miles. Which is, we'll do that. So let's grab this there. Let's put this weather in. Load weather. Thank you. Right, so QNH 1017. Temperature 15 degrees. Wind 230 at 13, gust and 25. Ouch. Sorry, 250 at 13. Gust and 25. I'll get rid of that. Let's get the barrel ref off these here charts. Let's have a look. Cat C, minimum climb gradient 5%. That'll do 390. That can go now. Right, is that all set up nicely? We got that. We have extended centre line set up in case we cock up the approach. Some proximate traffic just there again. get rid of that. There you can see making our arrival now. Or initial descent. And Volante, there you go, there's our climb out. Just when we're descending, may as well have a quick look at this. I do like Volante. You can see where we started off after our pushback. Out we went. We had some dodgy issue with the rudder pedals where we couldn't turn properly, but eventually lined up, took off, zooming away, made that right hand turn, and to where we are at the minute now. And you can see that's our top of descent point. Yeah, that's where it turned into a scare bus jabber. And that's ideally what we're going to do there into runway 23. Looks half in. You can see when Volante, I only started tracking the flight on the way out. We tried to do a hold just to see if it worked, and then it kind of went a bit wrong. Holy moly! Who played that? Jeez. Ollie, buddy, how's it going, mate? Literally thought the autopilot was out. Literally thought the autopilot was out. No worries, buddy. No worries. All good fun. But especially when I was on the other page then looking at this, and you hear the autopilot disconnect. It's so what kind of mess? Has this got any mess in here that we need to sort out? Let me just remove those constraints a second. Jabba, how many nautical miles are left? 113. 113. We're not going to fly them all. We will cut a few off. Like I said, I mean, if you're a captain, would you reckon this is a half-decent approach? Would you do something along the lines of, we're coming down via Atnet, and I'm planning on, from M deck, cutting across to Lidnu, down to Millis, then Millis brings us on to the ILS, and then straight in to be at 3,000 feet by Millis. That's my plan. Assuming the assuming the height and speed are correct, that is what I'm going to do. So we have at M deck, we've got 55 miles from M deck, which was here. So we're 55 miles a minute from this point. And then going to cut across 5-10 miles from there, and then that gives us, where's Millis? Millis is 13 miles. That'll give us 23-mile final to get slowed down and fully configured. Our speed indicated 290. What's the descent speed? Let's have a look. Manage 288. We are in open descent as well. I'll put it in managed descent. What happens? Let's have a look. Oh, 2,300 feet per minute. And we need to be, what we're doing here? Flight level 100. I'm going to keep us just coming down a little bit, 800 now. That perf page. Let's just check if the VS and the speed's a bit off. Let's have a look. So if we're going to fly that full arrival, Millis at 3,000 feet. Millis. 48 miles. And we need to lose 10,000 feet. So that's what's that, 30 miles. Can bring that VS down a bit. Let's try that for now. Pretty much what we got, we 63.7 tons. And we got 100 and how many passengers we take? 155 passengers, perhaps? Let's have a look. 156. So I should check the rad nav as well. What we got in here? India Oscar Lima 111.3, which is all nice. Final approach course is 233, and that's also in as well. Good stuff. So below flight level 900 and above 6,000 feet, which we should be. We'll perfectly make that, I'd have thought. That can come back a bit further. And we'll come back down to 250 knots. Right then, let's get lights on. Seatbelt signs on, and that's on as well. That wind seems to be dying off. 21 knot headwind. Oh, I did say it was gusting. Let's say gusting. Where's the let's get Meta on here. Gusting 2.5. Broken 3,000 feet. So you can see the cloud coming in. There's 8,000. That would keep a continuous, hopefully a continuous descent arrival, ideally. Just see what happens. Alright, slow it down a bit, a little bit further. 1,300 feet, that should do. what's that? That's QNH 1017. Not much different from when we left. 1017 down in Palermo and 1017 up here in Olbia as well. You can see the coastline coming in as well. Fly the 777 next. I don't actually own a 777. I have to try and find it out where I can get one from. I can only just fly 737-800. Get alone a 777. So right, how many miles have we got left to run now? 67 performance to progress to Millis. 22 to Millis now. 22 miles. 5,000 feet. That should be all right. Let's have a look. Dubai to Jeddah, we can definitely do that. I've got scenery for Dubai. I don't have any scenery for Jeddah, which I'll try and get some. I can fly that in X-plane. We got the A340-600, A321 by Tolis and X-plane. We got the 320neo by fly-by-wire here as well. We can fly. So there's a couple of options, and then the 737-800 in X-plane as well, which I have said I'm going to learn. I have been learning to fly that. So it will be coming on a stream very soon. So we could, Jaber, do your trip in X-plane in one of those three planes. 320, 340, 600. Or 737. Speed out star 4,000 feet. A321, cool. We'll do that. It's alright, the speed limit. We had a speed limit here, didn't we? Somewhere. And we are coming up to Echo Oscar 475. There it is. So we've got 230 knots speed restriction. We're at 230 knots now. Like I said, we're going to plan to cut across from M deck, which is here, so not far away now. M deck, we're going to cut across. Actually, we could go direct Millis now, couldn't we? Let's be cheeky, let's go direct. Let's activate the approach phase. Just there, confirm that. Direct. I'm going to say this now, direct Millis, and watch me cock this up. Direct Millis. That should be there. Millis. Don't want to hold at Millis. Don't want to hold at Millis, but we'll see what it's going to do. Where are we at? Flaps. We can go flap 1 to 230, yeah. Yeah, why's it got that in there for? Clear. And let's clear that out. Oh, we had this option on the way out. It won't let you. Why does it put a hold in there? Hold. Erase. Nope. Oh, we'll figure that out. Anyway, Millis, how far away? Hey, Millis, we can go down 3,000 feet. We'll do that in a minute or two. LS, there we go. Lock, approach, and we put AP2 in. There's a glide slope. Let's tootle down there, 1,000 feet per minute. And watch out there, make sure that doesn't take us around this whole loop. If it does, we'll go direct. It should pull us on the localizer by there anyway, so should be fine. I don't know why that view is all to pot. Let's go in here somewhere. There we are. Very nice. There's 3,000 feet. Let's we'll arm the spoilers. What size runway has this got? Do we need for auto brake? Let's have a look. (2,400 meter runway). We're gonna have auto brake low, I think. Hopefully this, we should get lock star when we cross that blue dash line and get to Millis. If not, we'll there you are, there's lock star now. 13.7 mile final. Sounds good to me. We'll start coming back down. We'll have flaps 2. - 3,000 feet, glide slope 9.4 miles. Let's stop that. Let's get the sim volume up so we can hear the call out and whatever else we might need. Temperature outside +12. Don't need any anti-ice then. There's the localizer. And the glide slope is alive. It's coming down to say hello. We'll have flap 3. I think everything else looking tickety-boo. So we might be able to see some of the scenery on the way in, but clearly not. The weather has other ideas. Glide slope start. Well, Jabber, that is the question, isn't it? That is the question. There's glide slope start. I'm going to say Ryanair landing. Anything else is anything better than that is a bonus, isn't it? That's what we'll do. 8.4 miles. We'll have flap full, and then we'll drop the gear in a couple of miles. For the go around, what we got? Proceed 233, climbing 5,000 feet. Let's go and set that just in case. 5,000 feet set. And there's a runway somewhere over here. Looks pretty cool. Right, gear can come down. There it goes. Air Dog, hello buddy. How's it going, mate? And you see the runway just there. This is the last leg. We're just about to land. We've been streaming for nearly 3 hours so far, Air Dog. But I've got to, what time is it now? 3:15. I need to go and get my boys from school shortly. Don't let it get below 135. Where are we at now? Just above 135. Right, let me get my, what's the wind? 25 knots from the right. Get my feet on these rudder pedals ready. So it's going to need a bit of left boot when we get on the ground, or just before the ground. That was a hell of a wind. But looks quite nice on the way in. Right, let's stop mucking around with that and do something exciting, like either dump it Ryanair style. The Pappy's saying slightly low apparently. This is add-on scenery, so we'll trust the glide slope in there for now, just in case the scenery is a bit out of cock. And the fact that we're not fully lined up with it because of the wind.
Above. 400. Minimum.
Minimums continue.
300.
Oh shit, autopilot off. I knew there was something I forgot to do.
200.
Alright, bit of rudder for that wind. Bit of rudder.
100. 100.
Rudder, rudder, rudder.
40, 30, 20. Retard. Retard.
Oh shit.
10.
Get down. Oh, reverses. Green and diesel. That was a balloony McFloaty McCrappy landing. There we are. In the end, not sure what happened then. But anyway, we're on the deck. Not too bad. Could have been better. That might have been just a Ryanair landing. Just a Ryanair landing. But anyway, welcome down to Olbia for the second and the return trip today. That was quite nice actually. The approach, I do like the approach into Olbia. It's very nice. Let's get ourselves off here for a sec, and we'll clean up. But yeah, not sure what happened there. Why we ballooned back up in the air so much. Alright, let's get the lights off. That to taxi. That off. APU up and running. And we'll have a quick look on the chart where we need to go. Where are we going to go? Literally straight up Foxtrot, in on Lima and get parked up on the left. cool. Let's go do that. Right, flaps are coming in. Spoilers are disarmed. You got a Ryan Hare livery for the 7-3. Yeah, you got excuse to 2 bad landings, exactly. Yeah, that was well dodged, Jabber. That was well dodged. Bit of a shame because the rest of the approach was quite nice. I blame the crosswind, uneven runway, and whatever else I can think of. Right, anyway, where are we going? We'll go left just here. Gee, it's quite busy in here this afternoon. What we got? Transavia. What's that one? Voltaire. There's a Thompson or Tui, even a bit further up. Old style Air Italy. Where are we going to go? Let's go between the Thompson and the Transavia. 102. I won't get parked up. In fact, I'm pretty sure this is where we a bit further forward, where we started from earlier on. Let's stop there. There we are, guys. Welcome back down to how did you do that? There is no default airplane. How do you mean? There we are. Just over the stop marker. Just over the stop marker. Right, anyway, we've got APU is available. So let's go and we'll shut down engine 2. Engine 1. We'll jump on the overhead. That can be switched off. That can be switched off. Oh, it's on. Off. Nav logo. Wing. Beacon. Strobe is off. Seatbelt sign is off. And there we are. Let's go and get a jet bridge for the passengers to go on their way. Forward door, passengers, aft, and a bit of catering. There we go. Oh, these have come part of this scenery. This is Payware Scenery Air Dog. That'll be why. They're all part of this scenery. Because that doesn't look right. Thompson doesn't exist with that livery anyway. Italy. I'm not entirely sure about that, but that's yeah, these are all aircraft that are included with the scenery when I bought it. That's why there's so many knocking around. Why have we got no luggage? Don't have baggage. See if we can get that. But guys, there we are. Welcome back down to Olbia. Thank you ever so much, guys, for flying along. I am going to leave it there because I do need to go and get my boys from school. But guys, thank you for coming along. Robert, thanks for your Prime sub. Thanks to the new followers on YouTube. And Jabber, thanks for coming along as well. And everyone else that joined in. I will be streaming again this week. If you want to join in, !, Discord in the chat. That's where I post every day. We go flying, where we're flying, what we're flying, and what time we're also going to fly. So if you want to do that, ! Discord, get yourself across there, join in. And yeah, I'm going to leave it there. And Jabber with the follow on Twitch. Welcome, buddy. But yeah, like I said, ! Discord. Get yourself in there, join up, and you'll know at least what we're going to do, the route we're going to fly. I post that as well, what airline we're going to fly, and everything else that maybe that you might want to know. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your Monday afternoon, guys, and I'll see you on a live stream very, very soon. Take it easy.